we celebrated Gaur Purnima. So Prabhuji will enlighten us more again. Yesterday also we got class on Gaur Purnima. So today also we have class on Gaur Purnima. So please take over the call, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you now.
Okay. Thank you so much, for organizing this, sessions all the time regularly for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So today is a very auspicious day here in India. So we are celebrating Gaur Purnima Mahotsav, and right now I'm sitting in Shri Radha Madan Mohan Temple. I have to go for the Abhishek and probably right after the class. So it's a very wonderful opportunity on the day of Gaur Purnima, getting to glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. And my Dandavad pranams to everyone. We'll
Hari.
start,
Yes,
we'll start with invocation prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So, because of being a special day, a most auspicious day, so we will discuss some glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you all can continue your regular Srimad Bhagavatam from the next session onwards.
Yes, Prabhuji.
There's a very nice prayer by Vrindavan Das Thakura in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadato sankirtanaika pitaro kamalakshav vishwambarau dvijabarau yugadharmapalo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro. The glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are ever green and ever glorious. One day, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj was walking on the streets of Mayapur Dham on the Gaura Purnima day. So, as he was walking, he suddenly pointed his cane towards the moon and said that we all should celebrate Gaura Purnima even in moon. So this celebration of Shri Gaura Purnima is not just a formality, rather it is a privilege and wonderful opportunity to glorify the Supreme Lord and purify our existence. I am sure you all would have heard several pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and some of them could be repetitive, but then glorious pastimes are never satiating. One day, Krishna was going towards Rukmini's palace in Dwaraka. This happened in Dwapara Yuga. So, Krishna has got 16,108 queens. And of them, 8 of them are very special. One of them is Rukmini. So Rukmini was preparing to welcome Krishna into her palace. Even though Krishna belongs to that palace, every time when he enters, because he travels, he is busy with his affairs, because he was a Raja. So every time when Krishna enters the palace, there is always some special arrangements are made to welcome Krishna. It's called Shodacha Upachar. So Rukmini had made very elaborate arrangements to welcome Krishna. Very eagerly, very meticulously, she had made all arrangements. And finally, Krishna arrived. When Krishna arrived, she was so happy that she invited Krishna with so much of upachar and welcomed Krishna, gave him asan, gave him, all the ingredients that are kept for upachar for the Supreme Lord. And as soon as the upachar got over, as soon as the offerings got over, she started crying. So Krishna had just come to the palace, and if somebody starts to cry, and that is not somebody, that is Rukmani Devi, she started crying. So when Rukmani started crying, Krishna got completely confused. Krishna thought maybe there is a mistake. Krishna thought maybe there is something that he has forgotten. You assume that, you're going to your own house, you're given a royal welcome, and suddenly your family members started crying. It naturally, gives you some anxiety. So Krishna kept on asking Rukmini, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? She wouldn't answer. She kept on crying. Suddenly, what happened? Narada Muni arrived at that palace. Narada Muni is such a wonderful devotee that he keeps traveling and always seeks Krishna's support, Krishna's help. So Narada Muni suddenly arrived in Rukmani's palace, and naturally, now Krishna, being the host, along with Rukmani, welcomed Narada Muni. So Krishna thought, what a relief it is. Because in front of Narada Muni, Rukmani won't cry. And it is a big relief for Krishna, saying, thank God. Narada Muni, welcome, welcome, welcome. Aiye. Welcome to Narada Muni. And the way Krishna was given an upachar, the way Krishna was wonderfully served, Narada Muni was also served at this time by Krishna as well as Rukmani. So they gave a seat to Narada Muni, and after all the upachar, Narada Muni was also very upset. Look at the predicament for Krishna at that time. On one side, Rukmani was crying. She suddenly stopped in front of Narada Muni because she couldn't cry. So she, was still not so upbeat about the situation. On the other side, Narada Muni is also upset. So this panicked Krishna to the extent that maybe something is radically wrong. So Krishna asked Narada Muni, why are you sad? Few minutes before Rukmani cried, now you are sad. Both of you are very important, part of my life. And if you are upset without telling me, and it concerns me, so please let me know what is bothering you. So Rukmani said, my dear Prabhu, We are so much attached to you. We are so much in, need of your company, but fearing that you are going to leave us. Because you're always busy in your corporate, your country affairs. You leave us, and separation from you is bothering. You have come just now, it is very happy, but knowing that you will be leaving because you have left Vrindavan, you have left gopis, you have left your beloved. What to speak of us? And separation from you is really a big, botheration. So we won't be able to tolerate your separation. So please, note that we will not be able to handle your separation. At that time, Krishna asked Narada Muni, what is your problem? Why are you crying? Why are you upset? So Narada Muni said, my dear Lord, very soon Kali Yuga is going to come. Very soon, Dwapara Yuga is going to end. I know the evil effects of Kali. I know what Kali Yuga is capable of. And fearing that what will happen to Kali Yuga Vasis, who is going to support them? Who is going to rescue them from the evil effects of Kali? How are they going to be saved? I am very much concerned, my dear Lord. Then Krishna started, smiling and laughing and said, okay, so that's your problem. I will solve both of your problems in some time. Just hear the news that I'm going to say. The immediate Kali Yuga that is going to come right after this Dwapara Yuga, I am going to Bhuloka on a project. I have given Bhagavad Gita instruction to Arjuna, hoping that people in general will take advantage of Bhagavad Gita, but unfortunately, not many has taken up. And sometimes I feel that this Bhagavad Gita instruction that I've given, maybe I may have to go down to demonstrate, to teach, to put by practice and show to everyone how to practice Bhagavad Gita. So anyway, I have made up my mind to go down to earthly planets to perform the pastimes. And the good news is, Rukmani, you are also going to be part of the project. And Narada Muni, you are also going to be part of that. So make necessary arrangements, be ready. Very soon we are going to go to Bhuloka to perform some transcendental pastimes. But we will be going in a slightly unusual way. Usually I go as an avatar, as Supreme Lord, worshipable by everyone, finish up, kill some demons, and come back. But this time, whole Kali Yuga, because of the evil effects of Kali, I cannot kill all of them. So I am going to go as a devotee in a hidden form and going to perform some transcendental pastimes. So both Rukmani and Narada Muni were so happy to hear this update. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu's transcendental appearance planning happened 5,000 and odd years before, with Narada Muni and Rukmani shedding tears for all of us, fearing that we will all need some support. They made necessary arrangements 5,000 years before. Now let's fast forward to Kali Yuga, close to 600 years before. Advaitacharya was extremely concerned. Advaitacharya was worried about Kali Yuga being very actively growing. The evil effects in Kali are becoming more and more violent, vibrant. As described in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prayena Alpayusha Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyahi Upadritaha. So the evil effects of Kali is such that Alpayusha people are short-lived, lazy, misguided, unfortunate, disturbed. These are all the effects of Kali Yuga. And Kali's agenda is to disrupt devotional programs, create misunderstandings, create miscommunication, create misgivings. And Kali is not wanting Hari Nama Sankirtana to flourish because he knew wherever there is Hari Nama, there Kali cannot exist. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has still not come. So Advaitacharya was worried about the situation and he started to offer prayers to his Shaligram Shila using Ganga Jala and Tulsi leaves. Every day he started to cry, weep, saying that, Lord, you promised that you will come. You promised that you will deliver the people of Kali Yuga. But you did not come yet. I am already seeing the evil effects of Kali being very ferociously growing and very acute. Can you imagine 600 years before Advaitacharya felt evil effects of Kali? Just wondering if Advaitacharya is there right now in 2025, seeing all our situations. I don't know what he would have done. I'm sure he would be still more merciful upon us. So he started crying every day, offering Tulsi and Gangajal to Shaligram and praying. And he prayed for 52, 53 years. So Advaitacharya is 53 years or 50, 60 years older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he kept on crying every day so that the Lord would appear, the Lord would come and provide solution to the evil effects of Kali. So after 53 years of prayers, on a Purnima day, Nimai appeared in Mayapur Dham. Just few days before Mahaprabhu's appearance, Advaitacharya visited Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. Because those days, Navadvip used to be also an important hub for Shastric studies. Advaitacharya and his wife Sita Devi, they had a house. They lived in Navadvip Dham. So Advaitacharya one day, a few days before Mahaprabhu's appearance, visited Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata, and naturally, because of his age as well as the Panditya, he was very well respected. So Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata welcomed Advaitacharya. Advaitacharya suddenly asked for chandan, sandalwood paste. So Jagannath Mishra brought it, and he told Jagannath Mishra, please apply this sandalwood paste in the tummy of Sachi Mata, because the baby will get cooling effect. And Jagannath Mishra applied on Sachi Mata's tummy. And Advaitacharya circumambulated Sachi Mata 3 times and offered her some pranams and left. It is very unusual of him. He didn't speak any word. It was unusual of him. And they couldn't figure out why he is doing. So finally, Nimai appeared. He'll come there. Before that, I want to narrate one more episode, which is close to 60, 70 years before. Maybe somewhere around 1950s, 1960s. There used to be a Grahastha who used to regularly visit Shantipur, which is Advaitacharya's house. Even though Advaitacharya disappeared, the deities he worshipped are still being looked after by the descendants of Advaitacharya. So regularly, this Grahastha in pajama, white and white pajama, every Saturday, every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, he used to go to that Shantipur, Advaitacharya's place. He used to sit in front of Advaitacharya's samadhi and used to regularly chant. And as he used to chant, he used to cry and weep. He used to chant whole day and used to leave. And this act kept on repeating regularly. So in one of the evenings of 1965, one sannyasi visited. That sannyasi also did the same thing as that Grahastha did. He went in front of Advaitacharya Samadhi, started chanting, crying, weeping. So this time the pujari of that temple went and asked the sannyasi, my dear sir, who are you? Your face looks, familiar to me. Are you the same Grahastha who used to come few years before and crying and chanting, but never used to speak to anyone, and now I see you as a sannyasi? May I know who are you? What is your problem? Why are you coming and crying here? So he said, my name is Bhaktivedanta Swami. My spiritual master has given me a very important task of spreading Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories. in every town and village all over the world in English language. Look at my age. I am not sure if this is possible for me to do. At the same time, I do not want to forego the promise that I gave to my Guru Maharaj. After all the endeavor, now I made arrangements for going to America to fulfill the promise given to my Guru Maharaj. Even though I have made the arrangements, I am feeling still hopeless. My health is not good. I don't have enough money. I do not have any friends. I do not know what will I do there when I go there. So thinking about all these things, I'm crying. Even Mula Prakriti Mataji is recording in her book that when Prabhupada was in Radha Damodar temple, there used to be a routine scene of Prabhupada going and crying in front of Rupa and Sanatana's Samadhi. He used to cry and weep. Please bless me. Please enable me, empower me to go and preach the holy name of the Lord all over the world. So if you look at all the sequence of events, from Narada Muni to Rukmini Devi, to Advaita Acharya, to Srila Prabhupada, so many people have contributed for all of us to be part of this Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So we are very, very much indebted. Of course, there are many more to be added. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamanand Pandit, Shiva Srinivas Acharya, 6 Goswamis. So many people in our lineage have contributed to the Sankirtan mission for us to enjoy the wonderful Sankirtan mission. All these devotees have contributed. So I want to say that today we are able to talk, glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is because of all these wonderful personalities. Jayapataka Maharaj has written a wonderful song, Jadi Prabhupada na hoito, tabe ki hoito, kemone dharitam de. I'm not showing the exact lyrics, but then he says, if Prabhupada is not, had Prabhupada not come, who would have given us the knowledge about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who would have helped us in developing some understanding about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So, there is an enormous amount of endeavor put in by so many wonderful personalities for all of us to celebrate Sri Sri Gaura Purnima, to claim ourselves as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, to be able to speak Srimad Bhagavatam, to be part of Harinama Sankirtana Yajna, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So we are highly indebted to all of them. This is one aspect of it. Second aspect of it is explained by Acharyas that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation is not an ordinary, normal one. It's a very unique, special incarnation. Like how Krishna is having some unique qualities whenever he appears. Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. Similarly, when Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, there are some wonderful qualities which are very much unique and special to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone. No other incarnation can have these attributes, these characteristics that are associated with Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Number one is called Adbhuta Karunya. Second is Adbhuta Audharya. Third is Adbhuta Vadanya. Amazingly merciful, amazingly magnanimous, and amazingly munificent. Why amazingly? Generally, the Lord is merciful, generally, the Lord is munificent, generally, the Lord is magnanimous. But in case of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has gone and established a standard of showing mercy, munificency, and magnanimity like no avatar has done. Narottam Das Thakura is singing in his one of the composition, Gauranga Karuna Koro. Mosamapatita pra nahi tribhuvane Danketrina Darigara Daki Tuma Vipagori Yeshoha Mandi Patita Dekiya Patita Pavanana Kishera Lagiya. Now, saying that you calling yourself Patita Pavana Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you do not deliver me, you cannot have that name. Because Narottam Das Thakura is saying, in this entire universe, I am the most patita, most fallen. If you are not going to deliver me, how can you have that name? Huh? How can you have the name of Patita Pavana if you are not going to deliver me? Patita Pavana Nama Kishira Lagiya. So what is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is offering? What can help us to qualify to get the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Again, it's an unusual thing. By somebody being the most patita, most fallen, is the candidate that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivers. So, the hope for all of us in Kali Yuga is that instead of picking up self-realized soul, this time using self-realized soul, he is picking all the patita, pavana, all the patitas, and he is delivering them. So, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wonderful qualities of amazingly magnanimous, munificent, and merciful nature is unfathomable. This is the second aspect of it. Third aspect of it is that Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela explains the 3 reasons why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. 3 internal reasons and 3 external reasons for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. The 3 external reasons why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared are the following. Number 1, to distribute the very rare mood of love of Godhead. Number 2, to fulfill his promise that he had given in Bhagavad Gita, which is Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata. Whenever, wherever there is adharma, I will appear and fix them to fulfill their promise. And third is to satisfy Advaitacharya, to pacify Advaitacharya, who has cried for all of us. But there are 3 internal reasons also that are given for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Internal reasons are that which are confidential, that which is not known to many unless they are revealed by some special devotees. So Mahaprabhu's transcendental nature, Mahaprabhu being Radha Bhava personality, is not known to many people. Only few, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaitacharya, Gadadhara Pandit, like that, few knew Mahaprabhu's transcendental nature. And they not only knew who Mahaprabhu is, they also kept them secretly. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's avatar is called Gupta avatar. He is not known generally by everyone. He is a hidden avatar. So the 3 internal reasons for Mahaprabhu's appearance are: number 1, to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. Number 2, understand the transcendental mellow of himself. Number 3, to enjoy the bliss tasted by Srimati Radharani. In Brahma Samhita, there is a very wonderful prayer. Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo ratapi manaso munipungavanam. In that, Brahmaji explains, so many rishis, munis, they are performing tapasya for tens and thousands of years. Koti satavatsara sampragamyo. For getting a glimpse of your darshan, glimpse of the lotus feet, tip of the toe of your lotus feet. But to your dearest devotees, to those who are completely surrendered, you give yourself to them. So Krishna is baffled, thinking that why and how my devotees are so much attached to my lotus feet. he is confused that what is that is so much tasty in my lotus feet that everybody is looking forward for that. So as a small baby, the Supreme Lord is lying down on a banyan leaf and sucking his own thumb of his feet. Similarly, in Vrindavan, when Krishna was there, he wanted to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. How come she is so special to me? His Holiness Sridhara Swami Maharaj once mentioned, Sridhar Maharaj was explaining about Radha and Krishna's pastimes, and he was telling Krishna is so much captivated by Srimati Radharani, he longs for her company. And in that company, even if he happens to get Srimati Radharani's chunni, the top cloth that she wears to cover herself, if even that touch Krishna, Krishna gets goosebumps. So in all our temples, the way Radha Krishna are dressed are in such a way that Krishna's dhoti touches Radharani's chunni. So Krishna wanted to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. And he wanted to know, what is she enjoying in me? And that bliss. So he decided in the Leela of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will enjoy that. So that is the third aspect of it. And the last aspect of it is a small pastime from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's South India Yatra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went for the South India Yatra and he met lots of people on the way, transformed them. In the process, he went to a Brahmana's house in Kurma Kshetra. And that Brahmana has so much of affinity for Kurma avatar. So the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there, knowing his devotee's heart, gave him company, spent some quality time. Then he was going further down south. On the way, he realized, oh my God, I forgot to meet another important person. So he came back to see there is one devotee by name Vasudeva. He was an infamous devotee because of his health condition. He had a very acute leprosy that all over his body, the pores of the body had pus, had got so much of wounds that the pus was coming out of each wound. And not only that, they were maggots, they were, worms that were eating him. He was in acute pain and irritation and he used to be smelling foul. And nobody used to go close to him, but Mahaprabhu knew the heart of Vasudeva. So he went back and said, my dear Vasudeva, I'm sorry, I went ahead without meeting you, greeting you, and spending some time with you. So Vasudeva said, no, Mahaprabhu, don't come close to me. I'm such a fallen soul. He said, no, you are very special to me. And he held Vasudeva's hand, dragged close towards him and gave a tight hug. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes, Nashta Kushtam, Rupa Pushtam, Bhakti Tushtam Chakraya. He's writing that when Mahaprabhu touched Vasudeva, Nashta Kushtam, the diseased condition in his body got completely cured. Rupa Pushtam, the glare, effulgence in his body got multifolded. Bhakti Tushtam, pure devotional service got manifested in the heart of Vasudeva. But this is not just referring to Vasudeva, it's referring to all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas who has taken shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission. For them, these three are applicable. Nashta Kushtam, which means our materialistic disease, which is like a Kushta Roga, which is like a contagious disease. As soon as we surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are completely gone, they are completely cured. Nashta Kushtam. Rupa Pushtam. Rupa Pushtam means just when the disease is getting cured or when we are getting cleansed, we could see a transformation in us, our own face, our own personality. We are changing. If you don't believe in me, please check your own photos before coming to ISKCON, after coming to ISKCON, before chanting the holy name, after chanting the holy name, before being initiated, after being initiated. Just check out yourself. Prabhupada writes in Teachings of Lord Kapila or Teachings of Queen Kunti somewhere, I've read it. So Prabhupada says, look at the faces of our devotees. So happy, so tejasvi, so bright. This process of Krishna consciousness is so sublime. So Nashta Kushtam, Rupa Pushtam. And naturally, when we follow the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then in our heart, Bhakti Tushtam. And that Bhakti Tushtam, that seed, rare seed, which has been sown by Guru and Krishna's blessings, will start to fructify. So this is the fourth item that I want to say. Nashta Kushtam, Rupa Pushtam, Bhakti Tushtam Chakraya. Which means our materialistic diseases are gone. We get effulgent, we get better, we get conscious, we become useful, and eventually Bhakti is manifesting in our heart when we follow the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan mission. Finally, it is to be noted that Mahaprabhu Sankirtan mission is still going on. Mahaprabhu Sankirtan mission is still going on. We can very well be part of that history. It is not that Mahaprabhu, when he disappeared, his agenda got disappeared. No, with the help of all those devotees about whom I listed, the Sankirtan mission is still on. And by we being part of it, we will also get the necessary, blessings. As Srila Prabhupada writes, his books are the law books for the next 10,000 years. This is a golden period, Swarna Yuga in Kali Yuga, which means this golden period, when golden avatar has appeared, is something that is very, very special for us. And we need to make sure by we subscribing to the Sankirtan mission, by being part of the Sankirtan mission, we should learn to uplift ourselves and uplift the society. By that way, we can make this life very, very useful. So, the 5 sets of points that we discussed today, I will summarize them as an matter of learning for ourselves as Gaura Purnima lessons. The first set of lessons that we discussed was about the cry. Vrindavan Das Thakura writes, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dana, Bhakti Krishna Nama Smarana Krandana. He says Bhakti Yoga means Krishna Nama Smarana, remembering, glorifying, chanting Krishna's name, and Krandana, crying. So our first reflection was about how Narada Muni, Advaita Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, so many acharyas have cried so that we all can get Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's association and hope in this Kali Yuga. Second reflection we discussed is about the special unique qualities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Adbhuta Karunya, Adbhuta Vadanya, Adbhuta Audarya. Amazingly magnanimous, amazingly munificent, amazingly merciful. And the third reflection that we discussed were about the external and internal reasons of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. The three external reasons why Mahaprabhu appeared are to distribute the very rare mood of love of Godhead, to fulfill his promise given in Bhagavad Gita to protect Dharma, and third is to satisfy Advaita Acharya as he cried for all of us. And the three internal reasons are to relish the position of Srimati Radharani, understand the transcendental mellow of himself, and to enjoy the bliss tasted by Srimati Radharani. The reflection number 4 we discussed about the episode of Vasudeva, the devotee from South India, where Nashta Kushtam, Rupa Pushtam, Bhakti Tushtam, where once chronic disease of this material world gets vanished, he becomes properly situated and eventually wins more and more souls to the lotus of the Supreme Lord. And last but not least, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission is still going on, is still being distributed all over the world by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. So it will be our good fortune that we take part in that and try to win ourselves and few more souls and bring in a smile in the face of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So with that note, I will end here and take up any questions, comments, reflection, thoughts, critiques from whatever we have discussed. Once again, a happy Gaur Purnima to all of you. This happens to be Gaudiya Vaishnava's new year. We are all calculating our calendar years using Gaurabda. So from that perspective, it is a new year for all the Gaudiyas. So wish you all a happy new year also to you. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this nectar class and Happy New Year and the new perspective of the celebrating this New Year. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, about this special class of Gaura Purnima Day. Hare Krishna. I open all the forum to all the devotees. Please, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask.
Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Happy Jagannath Mishra Utsav and Gaur Purnima and Holi. Prabhuji, my question is, we know Mahaprabhu has come to give us the greatest gift of Harinam Sankirtan. We worship the Gaurnitai deities, and like everywhere we see Gaurnitai, and when Radha and Krishna are there, they are front and center and topmost. So in our worship, how do we worship Gaurnitai compared to Radha Krishna? Is it thinking that Radha is topmost or Gaurnitai is topmost? Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your questions. So if I can say this, that Gaurnitai worship is something, excuse me. I'm in another setup here. So Gaurnitai worship is considered as the most sublime and merciful worship. I'm not saying Radha Krishna worships are not, but if I were to say this, that Gaurnitai, they are very munificent and merciful in nature, that if you simply chant the holy name of the Lord, sing the kirtan bhajans, and perform Harinama Sankirtana, the Yuga Dharma they began, so they get really pleased. So Prabhupada used to say as one of the project that Srila Prabhupada wanted Shri Gaur Nitai's deities be present in everyone's house. So he suggested something called as Happy Doll Project. I'm not sure if you have heard this. This Happy Doll Project is, Srila Prabhupada says that even if you may not be able to worship Gaur Nitai, at least have them in all your houses. So there is a devotee who has went to China and tried to make this and kind of a small what we call as China clay or plaster of Paris. It's made in a specific material and made it available for the larger community so that people can just have them at their house. So Srila Prabhupada wanted Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be worshipped, and then Navadvip Dham Mahatmya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing this. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that without taking the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without taking the blessings of Gaur Nitai, one may not be able to worship Sri Radha and Krishna. Because it is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who enables, who empowers, who blesses a person to worship. So it is in fact, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing that even before somebody entering to Vrindavan Dham, one should take the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So to that extent, as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, it will be our good fortune to get to worship, Shri Gaur Nitai. Is that okay? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions or comments?
Hare
I'm sure.
Krishna. Please accept my obeisance. All glory to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Prabhuji, it was very wonderful to hear you today on this special subject of Gaur Nitai, Gaur Purnima. Happy Gaur Purnima to you. The answer you gave to Vamsi Vilas Prabhu, gives the summary of everything. Like before, if you would like to have the mercy of Radha Krishna, then we have to worship Gaur Nitai. So thank you for this explanation from me. Thank you for your wonderful classes always. Hare Krishna.
All Krishna Prabhupada. And I guess whatever pastimes that I've heard and I've studied, it's all I'm sharing. Nothing belongs to me. No copyrights, trademarks attached to me. But then it is very nice. I'm feeling so happy that being in the temple, we are just going to start the Abhishek. In fact, Abhishek, one round of Abhishek is started for the Kalash donors. And now we are going to start the Abhishek, main Abhishek at 6:30. So celebrating Gaur Purnima with you all is also, very happy moments, glorifying the Lord. As I said, these all pastimes, maybe I have, related even in the same group, or maybe I have not, I do not know. Even if it is a repetition, it is wonderful. The opportunity to glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always glorious. So thank you so much for your kind words, and may the Lord bestow their choicest blessings upon all of you for performing a devotional life. If there are no further questions, then maybe we can end the session.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji, for a very, very, informative class for especially people like me. Didn't know much about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So not only you, even we didn't know who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. I hail from South India. I mean, thanks to ISKCON, now many people, even in South India and other parts of the world, and people in Western countries, they never knew about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, history books says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Bengal, 500 years before, a Bengal saint came. So that is a description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So even during his manifested Leela, nobody knew him as Krishna. Only very few devotees knew him as Krishna. From that perspective, we are all fortunate. So the secret, this is like an open secret. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. So that understanding only Srila Prabhupada and Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas have given. So very much indebted to them. Very much. Thanks for your kind words. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So, yeah, I remember one more thing that about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that how we were also not known about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And my father, he was reading book, and he said, "Do you know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?" I said, "No." So he said he was initiated guru of Sant Tukaram Maharaj, and he gave this mantra to Sant Tukaram Maharaj in his dream. And so that's, yeah. So then eventually we came to ISKCON and we know this everything, the secret avatar of Lord Krishna and Radharani.
Many Varkaris also do not know this. Maybe they also don't fully, know about this, or I even agree to this, because
Yeah.
Prabhu kept it like that. And many times the rarest of the fruits are offered in confidential zone, because others may not be able to comprehend. So just wondering that what makes us, or what makes me comprehend this. Maybe I'm not comprehending, but I'm relaying, I'm enjoying, at least that I do not fully know him yet, but I still love him, is itself an achievement, thanks to my Guru Maharaj, and thanks to all the seniors who have blessed us with that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, yeah, Prabhuji, I wanted to say that I went to Puri, and about 2-3 years ago, I didn't know that much about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but one of the places we went was where he lived, and he spread the movement. And so now one should go back again, perhaps. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. All the pastime places are still there. It is because of these modern secular media and modern secularist, political and agendas of people have suppressed so many treasures from us. Our upbringing, our learning, our education, the curriculum, everything has been manipulated. So it is a duty of all of us who now know this should take this forward and give it to the next generation. At least the next generation, when they grow up, they should not blink when they know about who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Rather, they should have a privilege of knowing and serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a very young age. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One more small question. Actually, yesterday I was hearing, and in that there was a Q&A session regarding the era when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was on this planet, and I think the Mughals were also on the planet at that time. Those who were disturbing all over, uh, breaking the temples, and hello, Haribol.
Sorry.
So then, the question was asked in that discussion, that why then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Krishna himself, then why did not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu help the helpless devotees or people, who were suffering that time? And it was the same time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there.
Similar question was asked to Srila Prabhupada.
Huh.
Yeah, similar question somebody asked Prabhupada, that Srila Prabhupada, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, why did he himself not go out all over the world and give this Krishna prem? And why did he just limit himself to somebody very close? So Prabhupada said, he has left it for me to do that job. That was Prabhupada's response. But if I can slightly elaborate that, Mahaprabhu's agenda was just to kickstart. Actually, Mahaprabhu's mood was to come and make his devotees do, not himself doing it. So during his short stint of Mahaprabhu's Leela did not extend for a long time. It was like hardly 35-40 years of that, 15, 20 years had been his scholastic Leela and various other childhood Leela. So literally, as Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performing the Sankirtana Yajna is maybe 15, 20 years, or maybe, plus minus here and there. Otherwise, most of the time he has been, hidden and doing some other Leelas. So one of the explanations are that Mahaprabhu wanted this Sankirtan mission to be spread by his realized, experienced devotees, which actually happened after Mahaprabhu, the 6 Goswamis, and after 6 Goswamis, Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda Pandit, and Srinivas Acharya did that. Yes, there was a 100, 200 years of a small gap, but Gaudiya Vaishnavas were there, more like they were all Bhajananandis, so they were all in very, in a very private affairs, they were practicing devotional life. So, interestingly, the way we see and the way the Lord see. Can you imagine in a tenure of 4,32,000 years, which is the entire span of Kali Yuga, 10,000 years looks a very small period. So out of 4,32,000 years, only 10,000 years are called Swarna Yuga and Kali Yuga. And out of this 10,000 years, we just have finished 520, 535 years only. So our scale in which we measure vis-a-vis the scale in which it is to be compared are two different things. From the perspective of a larger picture, things have happened pretty, continuously. When you look at much more closer, you may feel that, maybe Mahaprabhu should have done another 200 years, some more Leela and done that. But I guess that makes him Swarat, that makes him independent, that makes him to do things in his own, sweet way. And the beauty is the way Mahaprabhu's followers are taking Mahaprabhu's glories to places. Mahaprabhu would be doubly, triply, quadruply happy because they are not only taking his instructions, they are taking their loving devotion for him, which makes it much more sweeter. This is all I could comprehend. I'm sure, Mahaprabhu has his own plans. Maybe next time when he comes, maybe he will take care of, these so-called Muslim rulers.
Yeah, that will be Kalki Avatar only then now, at the end of the Kali Yuga.
Yeah, probably we will all be packed and dusted and be in spiritual world by then.
Yes, Prabhuji, hopefully. Yeah, actually, and the example of Jagai Madai was also given that time. Like when Jagai Madai, they hit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts bleeding. That time, the Sudarshan Chakra comes on the finger of, hand of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that time, Nityananda Prabhu stopped Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, reminding him of his avatar on this planet for this bhakti, spreading the holy name. So, yeah, I think that what you said and what was like this Leela, I think it gives the same message. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not have that mood of, maybe that was not a mood what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived on the planet.
He doesn't want to punish, he wants to deliver.
Yes, yes. And make us understand the importance of bhakti. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you all so much. Wish you all a wonderful, I guess today is Jagannath Mishra's feast. Jayapataka Maharaj once mentioned that Jagannath Mishra was so happy on this day that he profusely gave so much of, charity. In fact, the way Nanda Maharaj gave charity when Krishna appeared, Jagannath Mishra gave charity. In fact, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, that scene in that particular day, even demigods, even personalities from so many other planets, they, arrived there to take darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, actually, when Jagannath Mishra was giving charity, he was witnessing some new faces. So, usually, in a village setup or in a town setup, people generally know each other. So he was seeing so many new faces and so many effulgent faces, and it is explained that they are all, demigods who came to witness the transcendental pastime, to touch the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is very important that this Jagannath Mishra is giving a feast with so much of happiness. So you all can have it today. We will have it tomorrow here. Hare Krishna. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, and His Grace Ram Girdhari Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Mishra Festival ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Jai.
Ram.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Thanks,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.